Well, Fish, I don't think people are banned for being assholes. I mean, usually this is something like, the issues that are concerned to me are like when one pissed off liberal was getting close to being banned for keep bringing up the impeachment issue so successfully. And, people are harassed there and then they end up getting in some quarrel. And both sides are being assholes. But the difference is it's the people that are getting banned are those that do not cohere with the hierarchy that is developed. A lot of people think that hierarchy is perfectly natural, but here's the thing, it's if somebody believes in free speech, but they're not going to give free speech in their form, then what good is that to us? So we're going to have to nationalize everything to have free speech? But these are the same people that like to say, well, a free market approach, does this stuff better. But they must think that free speech isn't better than. So, the speech on Daily Kos was always limited. It was supposed to be just for progressives. So if you came there, you could be a conservative, but if you went too far over the line, you'd get banned. But the fact is, it's became easier to be a conservative Democrat there, I think, than it is to be a progressive activist there. And, it is no longer what it's supposed to be. So is that a big problem? In a way, no, we'll move on. We still have the internet. But I think Daily Kos was more effective in the 2004 election when politicians were really scared and looking to what they could do to please this group of people. And they realized, we've got to oppose the war. And they started doing that. And then they are now. Now, the people at Daily Kos think they're really influential because they see some of the recommended IRAs, sort of versions of them bleeding into the press. But those stories are also being fed to Daily Kos, and it's limited what kind of stories can bubble up. So it's like, we'll put your stories in the press as long as they're the kinds of things we wanted to see there anyway. No, I think it's a failure as a progressive organization, basically. It's still some good there because people are talking to each other. There's the peer-to-peer network. It's just a part of the internet, and the internet is still being a positive influence. But as an organization, with Kos's strategy, or as a think tank, as a single entity, I think it's failed as a new type of progressive organ, and now it's just a flak machine straight out of, just like a Time magazine or a Newsweek, only a little bit lower brow. And lower brow even than Newsweek. Yeah, that's how low it's gone. But yeah, it's a success as a business, and I imagine it'll keep Marcos wealthy. So